Master this language to supersize your business. Sharon Hornelson here. Welcome to day 94 of our Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge. We're doing one thing every day this year to grow and build and scale and supersize your business. You're working on yours. I'm working on mine. I've actually got something really cool coming down the pipe, and it feels different. I'm really, really excited about it, but I'm not going to tell you about it right now. Today we're talking about body language. It is the most important universal language that will impact what happens in your business. It's by far none any other language that you can master. Mastering your body language, understanding body language, reading other people's body language is key to making sure that you make the right decisions and choices, making sure you hire the right people. I know it sounds like I'm overstating, but it's absolutely positively true. 93% of our communication as human beings is nonverbal. 55% of that, I'm looking at statistics because I'm like, I don't know these things. 55% of it is due to our body language. So the fastest impact, the fastest positive thing you can do to change any outcome, I like it for negotiations. I think body language and posturing is where I like to study and watch other people, because it's such a strong and very visible place to notice and observe body language. How the other side comes in and how your side comes in totally sets the tone for the entire day of that negotiation. If you've ever negotiated for a job, if you've ever hired someone, if you've ever actually been in contract negotiations, and I've been in lots, if you've ever been in different situations that are stressful to people, you can watch their body language and you can totally tell if they're telling the truth or not, if they're being honest, if they're being authentic, if they're being real, or if they're just reading a script off the teleprompter. Now, some of us who are legally blind don't even have that as an option. So guess what? What you see is what you get with me, and I hope that that's okay. And if it's not, then don't watch me. So body language, 55% of our communication in any language is our body language. What's the posture like? What's the energy like? How are they flailing their hands around? I know that I get a little carried away with that sometimes, but we're focusing on communication this month. And I think this is one of the most important forms of communication that all of us have the ability to impact and control for ourselves. Nobody else is going to do it for us. Nobody else cares about your body language except you, because it will give away things if you're not being 100% honest and authentic. If you're nervous, you might be saying all the right things. You might have memorized your script and you're out pitching something to somebody or selling something to somebody or giving a presentation or a speech, but your body language will always be the tell or the sign of how you really feel inside. So that's why I tell people, if you're going to do a presentation or something, for goodness sake, practice it. Practice it in front of a mirror. Practice it on your kids or your grandkids. But make sure that you practice it so that you can become aware of your body language and be aware of how you're coming across. Because if there's a mismatch between what you're saying and how you're saying it, and the tone with which you're saying things, that you can feel, people can hear if your voice cracks, right? People can see if your posture changes. And one of the most fun places to watch this is you're watching a sales presentation, somebody's doing a webinar, and all of a sudden they get to the point where they want to sell you something. And most people, there's a huge change in them. And as soon as that change happens, whether you're good at reading body language or not, we sense that as other human beings. And we know now that they've gotten nervous about something they're sharing. And if they're nervous about it, guess what? That's going to make the people that they're trying to sell nervous about it. If we're nervous about our offer, then that is going to come through in our body language. Even if we say all the perfect words, people are still going to notice that disconnect. I'm going to challenge you today for a couple things. Number one, I challenged the Supersize You group to do this. To just take out your phone and video yourself, or find a video of you involved in one of these situations and watch your own body language and see what you notice and see what you see. Do you look absolutely confident? You might sound awesome, but be all of a sudden slouching or looking away or looking nervous and around. I look around a lot because I have to access what's in my brain because I don't have the ability to use notes and teleprompters. I write notes down just to help get them in my memory, but I can't see them when it comes time to actually talk to you. So I have to sometimes be accessing my short-term and long-term memory in order to remember what it is I was going to say. That's why statistics are hard for me, because they're not my statistics. Uh, you know, they say that body language, 55% is your body language and your posture and things like that, your physical presence. Another 38% is your tone of voice and your inflection, how loud, how fast you talk, etc. And only 7% of what we're communicating is actually the words. So people will spend, days creating a presentation and nowadays they use ChatGPT and things, and then they'll try to memorize it. I will tell you, people can tell if you've memorized something and are just repeating it from memory, or if you're actually talking to them and having a conversation. Absolutely positively. We as humans have spidey senses or good radar or intuition or BS detectors, and we can tell if people are just giving us their prescribed line and how much they believe that, how much they believe in that. Learned this in network marketing too. Network marketing was a huge training ground for personal development for me and for everybody else in the industry. You might not have gotten the financial results you wanted out of your network marketing company, but you certainly got good personal development training and belief in things, in mostly yourself, I hope. So today, that's the first challenge, is find a video of yourself and observe yourself and see what you notice, or just do a quick 30-second video about something you're really passionate about and convicted, and then do another 30 seconds on something that you maybe have to give a speech about and you're not really excited about the topic. Ever had to do a presentation where you weren't excited about the topic? I have, and I learned that I have to get excited about the topic and find why it's cool and why I want to talk about it, or I can't talk about it enthusiastically. And I never say I can't, right? There's no such thing as can't. And then the other thing I want you to do is, next meeting you head into, next important meeting that you head into it with powerful body language, right? Stand up straight, walk in, make eye contact with people, smile at people, even if it's a vicious contract negotiation. My favorite thing was, we used to, in one of the jobs I worked for, we had a lot of different unions, and we had union negotiations, and I had to be involved in a lot of those. And we had a guy on the other side, we'll call him the Rooster, because that was his nickname. We called him the Rooster because of his posturing and because of the way he would talk, and he would like puff up and around. And like I said, it was a funny way of looking at a really stressful situation. Love the guy, great negotiator, but literally we called him the Rooster because of his body language and his presence and the way he acted and walked like a cock and crowed a lot in the negotiation meetings. All right, I want you to do that. Go in powerfully. If you don't know what powerful body language is, hit me up and ask, and we can talk about it. Otherwise, just Google it. If you've never done anything with body language before, today is the day to get curious about it and find out a little more about it. And then share in the comments below, number one, if you did the video test and just one thing that you observed or learned about yourself as a leader and a owner and founder and operator and person creating something amazing in the world. And then when you actually have a chance to be in a meeting where you can show up powerfully, how does that make you feel? Share that in the comments below too. Come back to this, because we can learn so much from one another. We don't have to experience everything ourselves. We can learn from other people and then build our own experiences on top of that. Fastest, easiest way to learn. All right, if I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I'll of course be with you tomorrow, Easter Sunday.